Do you think alt season is almost there? I think we already started the alt season. We've started it, and we're going to still see some more. If you look at the charts, right, we can see that it's failing to break above the 44.5 percentile, and a breakdown. We can see it breakdown past the 42 support level and continue down to this rising trend. So if we can break this trend down, I know that we can at least try to break the final frontier, which is the 39 point or 40%. Basically, it's really 40% level. Once we break that, we could see a massive drop, and which would mean that alts will super outperform Bitcoin. So yeah, but movement from here from 44 to 30% is a huge amount of alt season. So we're even an alt season to here, or 41, 42% is big. So you should see massive gains right in the alts. What do you think of BTCs in the short term? Will they dump it? No, because the institutions are buying. They know that this is the time to buy, and they're probably going to sell at a lot higher prices. Looking at at a bigger picture, Bitcoin is clearly destined to at least above the 35, around the 35K. This is where you'll probably see them take profits. Let's see here. Let's figure out where the institutions have to take profits at key areas. So we could probably see it. Look at that. The 50K. Wow. 48K is where they might take profits. But they'll start to take profits at the 38.2, which is 35K. And you can see it's I'm sorry, it's on the weekly. There is some resistance around there. So I wouldn't be surprised if they start to take profits, and if they see it continue higher, you can see that the definite target for profit taking will be the 48K. So if it continues, if the peons, the retail market starts to push it all the way up, they're going to help push that so that they can sell into retail at the 48K. So that's the objective for Bitcoin. So somewhere between 35 and 50K almost is the objective for Bitcoin this year. Benji, do you think that these chart patterns from the books does work? Have seen successful traders which only work with W and M patterns? Yes, they do work. You just have to use it. The key thing is the trend is your friend to the M. Use M's and W's properly, and you'll see a good result. So meaning that if the trend is upwards, you're looking for W's. And if the trend is downwards, you're looking for M's, basically. So you're always looking for what the trend is, whether it's either on a long-term basis or a short-term basis, and then trading accordingly. So you can't do M's and W's willy-nilly. You have to use it with a little bit of common sense, right? And any kind of trading pattern has to be used across with a little bit of so a comment like, for example, hey, you know what? There has to be another reason for me to trade. So you need to have more than one reason to trade. So let's just take a look at this here. Let's just take a look at candle patterns, right? To give us an example of a trade. So let's go to a shorter time frame, the hour right here. So these two candle patterns, right? This is an engulfing pattern. Two things, right? This pattern, these two candles is a set of candle patterns, right? Called engulfing. So this green bar was engulfed by this red bar, indicating that this is very, very bearish, right? So with that said, you can't trade that without knowing, okay, well, why else would this go down? Well, you have resistance up here, right? So because this is a resistance level, this is why we're headed in a downward direction. So this is how you would go, okay, well, I'm willing to take that trade downwards because of this resistance and this candlestick pattern. You must have two reasons at the very least to make that trade. And what happens is if you add a third reason, let's just see if the market was overextended. You can see overextended could be considered a third reason. The market got overextended in this green bar and it brought it back down. And so you can say, well, the market was overextended at a resistance level. We have this engulfing candle. So that's the three reasons for you to take the trade. That's an example of how you trade properly with not just one reason, like the W's. They help you, and the W's and M's, they help you. But you need to have other reasons to make the trade other than just that one W and M's. It's just an easy thing for people to see. All right, so I just use that to make it easy. Okay, well, I hope you learned something, and I appreciate you coming out and asking me questions, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.